Are you ready for us? All right. I invite you to sing along if you feel so moved. Good morning. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Ooh, I'm walking and talking with my mind stayed on spirit. I'm walking and talking with my mind stayed on spirit. Walking and talking with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh, I can't hate my neighbor with my mind stayed on spirit. I can't hate my neighbor with my mind stayed on spirit. I can't hate my neighbor with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh, I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. All right. You gonna sing with me? All right. Woo-hoo. All right, Belle, are you ready? Now this is another one we need your help on, so come sing with us. I invite you to just, move a little, sing a little. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. Spirit loves me.
Spirit loves me.
I know that.
I know that.
Spirit loves me.
Spirit loves me.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Oh, I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. When I'm down, I turn to you.
I turn to you.
When I'm down, pull me through.
Pull me through.
Oh, I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. Worthy of this love. Gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. I surrender every little thing.
Every little thing.
Oh, I surrender. Hear me sing. Oh, I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. Worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. I'm worthy of this love. I'm worthy of this love. I'm worthy of this love.
Yes. Grand rising, everyone. Yes. Good morning, Ahava Center for Spiritual Living. Ahava is the Hebrew word for love, and we gather together every Sunday knowing that love is always the answer. That's right. I am Reverend Rainbow, so grateful to serve as your spiritual director and welcome you here on this glorious fall morning, yes? Oh, I love when I was driving in and I could still see the moon. Isn't that fun? It's like it's morning and there's the moon. We are a conscious community committed to curiosity so that we may provide a loving space to be reminded of the truth of who we are. We are an open and affirming community. So whoever you are and wherever you are on your spiritual path of discovery, know that you are absolutely welcome here, yes? That's right. If you're joining us online, thank you for being a part of our global virtual community. Make sure to say hello in the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from today. Hit that like, share, subscribe button, and say hello to Ms. Corabelle, who's on chat with you today. Even in the room, we invite you to take out your phones, check in, just turn them on silence first. Take some videos, pictures, moments of inspiration today, and let people know where the love is, yes? We are so grateful for every person who serves this community, but we're also grateful for those who find us and add your energy to this room. So if you are here for the first time, we especially welcome you here today. I want to give you some extra love. Anyone here for the first time? Hi, welcome, friends. And I heard you just moved to Lexington too, correct? Yes. Well, welcome to the beautiful bluegrass. And we would love to get to know you more after service. One of our core council members will be bringing you some more information. We have a little connection card and a gift for you. And stick around afterwards for some coffee and tea and connect. Yes. Thank you, thank you. And we are so grateful for the many hearts and hands that come together to create this amazing experience in this community. Those who are here that you may see, and those that are giving of their time and talent during the week and more behind the scenes. But first, let's give it up for our amazing musicians, yes? We have Belle on keys. Woohoo! Our feature vocalist today is Kim D'Amata, also on guitar. And our community singer is Heather Marsh-Prelsnick. Woohoo! Feeling that inspiration and jumping in. We are grateful for that. As I mentioned earlier, we have Cora Bell on slides and chat. We have Atticus on sound, and we have Kyle on camera. So thank you to our tech team, our media team. And acknowledging with our youth today is Bernadette. So give her some love as well. Yes. Thank you, thank you. We get together every Sunday and know and remember the truth that there is only one life expressing in, as, and through all. And one way that we do that is we invite you to place your hands over your heart and to turn to someone and say, thank you for being a reflection of me. Beautiful. Yes. So many beautiful reflections of light. Yes. And we have an amazing vision and purpose here, so I invite you to repeat after me. We are an inclusive community. We are an inclusive community. Committed to global transformation. Through personal evolution. And our purpose, let's do this one together. You ready? Wake up, step up, and make a difference. That's right. In today's affirmation, I open to the flow of a universal abundance expressing through me. I open to the flow of universal abundance expressing through me. Yes. So I invite you now to take a deep breath as we invite in the heartbeat of Mother Earth through the drum. Opening our hearts and this space to invite in our ancestors in the warm embrace of this sacred land. Our hearts overflow with deep love and gratitude to this land's ancestral guardians, the Yochi, Osage, Cherokee, Shawnee, Hopewell, and Adena nations. By acknowledging these stories, we celebrate the strength, adaptability, and unique contributions of each community to the vibrant mosaic of our shared heritage. We pledge to be attentive listeners, amplifiers of Indigenous voices, and perpetual learners about the rich diversity of Indigenous cultures, histories, and contemporary challenges. Taking another deep breath. As we move now into our centering song and our opening prayer, which we led this morning by our practitioner, Nancy Eisen.
I invite you to sing along with us, and we'll make some beautiful music together during this chant as we remember who we are.
I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am.
Good, keep doing that.
I am remembering who
I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering.
Remembering that there is only one life, one being, one isness, the source of all, the substance of all. Call it what you want. It doesn't matter. What matters is knowing that love, that life, that essence is what we are. It pervades everything. It is love, it is peace, it is power, it is certainly abundance. There is no lack in the universe, there is no lack in source. It creates out of itself. Giving, giving, always giving, expanding, never diminished. That is what is true of our source is true of us. We are that very same abundance and love and joy and peace and power. And we are so blessed to know the truth of who we are. I have the power to bless because of what sourced me. As I am blessed by my source, I bless my world. I give my love to the world, and you give your love back to me. We are in an endless dance, a beautiful dance. When we decide to make it beautiful, it is beautiful. So let us decide together to be the love that we are. We are so blessed to have this center to come to, that we might be reminded of these truths. We are so blessed by the talent of the musicians, by the message of our minister, by the people that volunteer and make this place the sanctuary that it is, the safe place that it is. So grateful, so grateful. Thank you. And so it is.
I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering.
Grand Rising, pulling double duty today. Bet y'all didn't expect to see me up here. Hello, my name's Corabelle, she, they pronouns. And today's reading comes from Spiritual Economics by Eric Butterworth, Chapter 9. What is money? A piece of paper? Who would stoop down and pick up a dirty piece of paper lying on and in the gutter? Yet, if this dirty piece of paper has the official imprint of the United States government on it, along with the figures 100 on its corners, who would not leap upon it and put this dirty paper into their pocket as a prized possession? So then, what is money? Money is an enabling symbol. It is a tangible representation of intangible universal substance, which enables you to provide food, shelter, clothing, entertainment, books, leisure, and security against want. How does it do this? You do not build your house out of paper dollars. You do not eat the coins. Money is an enabling symbol that gives rise to faith and trust, credit and cooperation, which starts a flow of activity. I take $50 and hand it to the grocer and receive food in exchange. The grocer gives the money to the food distributors, and they to the suppliers, and they to the farmer, who uses the money to buy seed and feed. Round and round it goes in a process that we call economy. But in back of it all comes the basic substance of life, harnessed and directed by the activity of faith. Get the positive thought. Money is good. Money is God in action. Speak these words over a few times. It is not to make an object of getting money or loving money for itself. We simply want to eliminate some of the negatives with which we have surrounded it. Money is good. You don't have to feel guilty about having it. It is a currency or creative flow of divine activity. So it is.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dreams that you dreamed of once in a lullaby. Woo. Somewhere over the rainbow, And the dreams that you dreamed of, dreams really do come true. Ooh. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dreams that you dreamed of once in a lullaby. Someday I'll wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. I'm gonna ease on down the road. I'm gonna ease on down the road. Oh, I won't carry nothing that just might be a load. I'm gonna ease on down the road. Someday I'll wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me.
Oh, yes. Love that rendition, Kim. Thank you, Kim Bell. Give him some more love. So it is October, which here at Ahava we call Rocktober. Hey, one person remembered. We call it what? Rocktober. That's right. And we are rocking this idea of abundance and prosperity in our lives. So this is the month where we get to focus on prosperity and really get clear on what it means, what it is, as the reading said, like, what is money? And get in right relationship with that in all areas of our lives. So today, the topic is the Money Enigma. Ooh. So we're going to get a little clear on this mystery of this thing that people have so many different ideas about and how we can get in right relationship with it. If you look back at the Latin root of the word prosperity, it literally means according to hope, or to go forward hopefully. So when we look at this idea of prosperity, it isn't so much a condition like having money, but it's more of a way of living, a mindset, of having a hopeful attitude. And with this in mind, prosperity then becomes not something that you need to get or acquire. Instead, it's a lifestyle. It's a particular way of thinking and living in alignment with the flow and trusting the universal substance of life. And it's a way of living that pulls us forward with hope. Now, when I say hope, again, I want to get clear because I'm not talking about hope in a way of like wanting something, like I hope this is going to happen, right? Because wanting isn't having. And we live in a state where abundance, a state of being, of abundance all around. So to live from this hopeful expectancy simply means to tune our minds, our mind's eye and our awareness to see the abundance and the abundant nature of life all around. The literal definition of hope is to cherish a desire with anticipation. The Old English word hopian refers to a positive expectation. So it's important to get clear and all on the same page of what we mean when we're using certain words, and especially in the context of this month when there is so much baggage, so many different mixed messages about prosperity and money in the world. And so we're going to get clear from a spiritual understanding just exactly what prosperity is. So we can hone our energy and our focus and our intention to that of living, of vibrating with the very truth of the abundant nature of the universe. So in order to experience this bountiful life, our theme, right? Bountiful living, and to live a prosperous life, we're not just talking about with our finances, but also a prosperous life in our health and vitality, in our relationships, our career, our creative expression, deep and meaningful relationships with ourself, that relationship with the divine of our own being. In order to experience this bountiful living, a prosperous life, we have to be willing to look at what are some of those beliefs that no longer serve us. And the truth is, abundance just is. Abundance is who we are. It's not something outside of ourselves to get. It is our natural state. Abundance is our birthright. And as quantum physics say, there is this field, right, of unlimited, infinite potential. And so if we truly live in a universe where there is infinite potential, scientists are telling us this and are beginning to prove this in ways that the mystics have known for centuries, that everything we experience is actually simply kind of more like this holographic experience of a reflection of something within ourselves. Right? That there's this field of pure potentiality in which we live and move and experience life. And until there is a pattern that is created and energized with focused thought and attention, it just lives as infinite potential until it is focused into a specific form. And then, as quantum science would tell us, it collapses into something specific. I'm not an expert in quantum science, so I hope I'm doing it enough justice, but you get the idea, right? Because what we've been saying in a spiritual context for many years is that we live in an infinite universe. And it's fun to see now how science is beginning to catch up and improve ways that our experience is actually demonstration of our thoughts and where we live in our mind and energize our thoughts that become our beliefs, which then shape our experience and mold our experience through our thoughts and beliefs. So knowing this is where our power lives. We talked about that last Sunday, right? What is your greatest asset? Not your bank account. Your greatest asset is your power to choose. Your ability to focus your thoughts and to energize those which align with the truth and the essence of life, which are an expression of the truth of the universe. So when we get in alignment with that, with the abundance of life, with the freedom, with the creativity, with this experience of life that is all around us, when we begin to hone our thoughts and beliefs in alignment with that truth, what we experience and form is a reflection of that. We are always creating in the invisible realm, in our consciousness first. And then our consciousness creates our perception of reality. We each have our own worldview or a primary set of beliefs about how the universe works, why life gets to be the way it is. And every aspect of our life reflects this. So our relationship with money also is a place that we can provide more clarity and intention around in our own mind. Because our beliefs about money, our relationship with money, also kind of lives on the spectrum of beliefs, both individually and collectively, right? We see it, that sometimes we are more in the world of scarcity, and then sometimes we might lean more towards the divine reality of abundance and wholeness and sufficiency. And personally, I don't know about you, but for me, right, we can kind of jump along the spectrum of beliefs at many times during the day, especially if we are not mindful and aware of where we allow our attention to go. And the world around us, especially with the culture of this, some may say, late-stage capitalism, with the consumerism, all of this in our world is based on scarcity. Or is it scarcity? So when you're living in scarcity, you're in this constant state of anxiety and fear that there's not enough, yes? And from this perspective, it leads to withholding, constricting, hoarding, because we're afraid that this might be our last crumb, our last little bit. So we have to hold on to it in scarcity. And from this perspective, this belief in scarcity not only constricts this flow of money, it can also lead to constricting other resources such as our time, our talent, our love, our patience. The belief in scarcity, that there is limited resources or not enough for everyone, is the root of so much conflict, individually and collectively, yes. But what we know is that scarcity is a false reality. It's a lie that we've collectively bought into as a society. So we can break free from this lie, from this false reality, by taking our power back and remembering that we have agency and we have choice. We can choose where to align our intention, where to place our attention. We get to choose the thoughts that we want to focus on. And we get to choose the information that we allow into our conscious awareness. It's like on the internet, you can create different filters. Those of you who may know, work with children or have children, like you can create different parameters, like parental guidelines, that will not allow certain content to come through. So maybe it's time for us to add some of those parameters in our own mind and not allow those of scarcity to even enter into our field of awareness. One way we can do this is by just noticing the content. What are we choosing to watch? What are we listening to on the radio or the songs? What are we choosing to read? What are the conversations we are having with one another? Are we buying into this collective story of not enough? Awareness is key. And it's time that we take our power back and affirm the truth of the infinite nature of the universe. Karen Russo, a friend of ours and another CSL minister, has a wonderful book called The Money Keys, which we studied a couple of years ago. And she says, when you act from scarcity, you serve the idea of lack. You organize your decisions and choices in a way to maximize your good while someone else goes without. Someone who is fearful may be able to generate money, but no amount of money will ever really address the challenge of scarcity. Fear is a faith issue, not a financial one. Whew, ding, 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 ding to that, right? So our work in transforming our consciousness and our beliefs and our ideas around money and finances is really based in faith. And how we transcend a consciousness of lack and limitation and fear and not enoughness of whatever it may be, not enough time, not enough money, not enough energy, is through faith and a belief that we live in a universe that is for us, that is always supporting us. And so when we choose to believe in this infinite universal presence that always has our back, we begin to serve a reality of wholeness and oneness and abundance instead of residing in scarcity or this attitude of me and mine. The universal principle of the law of unity states that all of life is connected and created from one infinite, eternal source. So when we practice affirming this truth that there is one source, one life energy, the source and substance of all things, we move into the realization that this too must include us, yes. Dr. Ernest Holmes is the founder of the Science of Mind teaching, which is the predominant teaching that we are based on here at Ahava. And Dr. Holmes, this is one of my favorite quotes, y'all. He says, I cannot be deprived of my supply. The trees do not lack for leaves, nor do the flowers fail to bloom. Am I not as important as they? So whenever I start to feel that scarcity, lack, fear, doubt, I turn to nature and I look at the abundance and the ease at which the flowers bloom, the trees begin to naturally know that it's time to transform and to let go. And they don't resist the letting go of their leaves. They simply let go. And when I turn to nature and I see this demonstrated so beautifully, I can remind myself, as what Holmes says, that am I too not as important as they? So we as humans have been given this amazing ability to think and to make decision based on free will. And sometimes we can get in our own way. This gift can be a hindrance if we are not mindful and paying attention enough to keep our mind right and focused on this truth that the universe always has our back. And we too are just as important, just as loved, and innately know what it is we need to do in each and every moment to open to this flow of good. So this is where it is important to begin to get into right relationship with money and begin to explore some of those beliefs that may be holding us back from experiencing the infinite life of source of good that is always there and available to us because of our own mindset or thoughts. And next week, we're going to talk a little bit more about this balance between giving and receiving and reciprocity and circulation and flow. But today, to build that foundation, we must first get clear on, is there something in our own mind that we are still believing about money that no longer serves us? And as we begin to build this relationship with money, it's like nurturing a friendship, right? You invest your time and effort into building trust with a friend. We have the opportunity to do the same thing with our finances. And not just about hoarding or thinking of it as an enemy or some enigma that we can never quite figure out or understand, or just think, I'm not good with money, right? I just don't even want to deal with that. All of these beliefs begin to show up and outpicture in our experience. So when we start to get intentional and notice about the things we think about in relationship to money and finances and flow, we can wake up to where there's perhaps an opportunity to shift or let go of something. So I want you now just to take a moment and to think about what are some of your earliest memories you had regarding money. Perhaps you were brought up hearing money doesn't grow on trees, or you need to save for a rainy day. Money is the root of all evil. It's rude to talk about money, right? What are some phrases or ideas? Just go ahead and shout it out. What are some ideas you've heard or had, perhaps from a child or even today, that you hear about money? Work hard. You got to work hard for the money. I mean, so many songs, right? That's a good source of looking at what we think as a reflection of our collective consciousness and beliefs about money is our music, right? What do we sing about? Anything else? Money doesn't bring happiness. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I invite you to continue to reflect on some of these ideas and to go back and perhaps think of some things that you have heard as a child, or maybe you find yourself saying out of just habit, and then if you're like, wait a minute, is that true? Is that really something I want to say or believe in? Because these phrases influence our perception of money and wealth, as well as our relationship with giving and receiving. So once we become aware about these ideas of money, we can begin to deconstruct them. And we can notice the ideas that no longer serve us and instead choose a more conscious and intentional place that we desire to be in relationship with money. Yes? This afternoon, we are holding a book study. It's open for all. Drop in on the Money Enigma chapter in our book of the month, The Spiritual Economics. And we're going to have an opportunity to talk more about some of these beliefs about what we think about money, what we've heard about money, and begin to see how we can consciously create a relationship with money and finances that works for us and works for all. Yes? So I want to end by sharing some statements that Eric Butterworth in this spiritual economic book reminds us as ways to redefine money. He often says money is a symbol. Money is a symbol of abundance. Money is a symbol of God's substance. Money is the divine in action. Money is energy. Money is a tangible representation of an intangible, universal substance. So take these, find your own, find what works. But the practice this week is as you begin to notice what you say about money. If something comes up and you notice yourself saying like, oh, we're not getting that today, we don't have enough money. Or, what did you get for this? Oh, well, I only make this. Why the only, right? What are these ways that we maybe discount ourselves and our flow? So as we do our work this week to notice what we're saying, what we're thinking, what we're believing, what we're engaging in, what we're hearing about money, that's the first step, notice. Second step is then to ask, is it true? Is that something we really want to believe? Is that something we would want our future generations to believe? And if not, remember that we are at choice, our greatest asset. And we can choose to replace that thought or idea with the truth. Affirming, money is a symbol of abundance. Money is divine in action. Money is energy. Money is a tangible representation of an intangible, universal substance. Money is a symbol of God's substance. Find what works for you and notice what begins to shift in your life as you replace those old ideas with those that align and vibrate and resonate with the universal truth of pure abundance. Yes? Are you willing to do that little experiment this week? Okay, good, because that's what it's all about, actually doing it, not just coming and feeling good about it, but actually practicing it. That's where we get to shift in our lives. So let us take that into now prayer. Taking a deep breath. So grateful to recognize the one life that is pure abundance. So grateful to place our awareness and attention on this pure substance of life itself. Knowing and recognizing the infinite, ever-expanding, ever-growing nature of life itself. I know that God is love. God is wholeness. Spirit is abundance. And as I know this truth for the one, I know this must absolutely be true for me. For each and every person hearing the sound of my voice, for there is only one. And therefore, I know and claim and speak this word, knowing that abundance is my birthright. We live in an infinite field of pure potentiality. And how good it is that I get to participate in this bounty, that I get to allow Spirit to know itself more fully by expressing through me as pure abundance in form. So what I know is that as I choose to place my awareness and attention on the infinite nature of good, as I reflect on the vast cosmos, as I reflect on the infinite grains of sand, I know that I, too, am a part of this infinite universe. And therefore, all that I need and desire is available to me through me. As I choose this day to claim my divine inheritance and say yes to the flow of life as abundance moving through me now, knowing that Spirit is the source and substance of all supply, I accept my good. I am so grateful. I am so grateful to know that I live in an infinite universe of good. I am so grateful to know that I am always at choice. And I choose this day to recognize the pure abundance of life itself expressing through me. So with great gratitude for the fulfillment of this word, I release it now into the action of the law that always says, yes, my beloved, it is done, it is so, I affirm it, and I let it be so. And so it is.
So it is.
And so it is, yes.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love.
Yes. For truly, love is the healer. So if we find ourselves this day in any moment living in scarcity, we can turn to love, the infinite source within us, to provide that healing and that shift. So we're moving now into our moment of integration. This is where we get to connect, where we get to share, where we get to take these ideas and allow them to land a little deeper. So I invite you to turn to someone, to find someone in the room, and today you're going to share about what is something that's coming up for you, a belief, an old idea of lack or limitation that is holding you back from receiving the infinite abundance of good that is yours. Do you want to share what has been revealed, something that's coming up, that idea? Perhaps it's that you have to work hard to make money. And then open up to a new truth. So I invite you to share a belief and see if you can come to a truth statement that works for you to replace it with. So go ahead, find someone, share, reflect. If you're online, put it in the chat if you feel comfortable, because sometimes we can hold these ideas with some shame, right? But guess what? If you put it in the chat, I bet you will see that you have something in common, and you're not the only one that thinks that way or has heard that thought. And what is a truth statement you can put instead? Make sure every person has a chance to share. Switch if you haven't yet. What are your beliefs about money? What are some of those earliest memories about money? All right, so let's begin to bring our sharing to a close. Thank your partner. Yes. So this month, we also have an opportunity for you to participate in ways to support you in your prosperity consciousness growing and expanding. So if you have not been here in the past few weeks to receive an envelope, please raise your hand. And Ron, there's some back on the bench if you will make sure that everyone gets one of these packets. And I'm going to explain to you what's in them. So the first thing is our increased income program. So this little white sheet of paper, you're going to want to put your name on there and drop it in our prayer box. Our practitioners and myself have a list of names of those participating in this program that we are holding in prayer and in thoughts of abundance all month. And the idea is we are focusing on being open to receive unexpected income, so beyond our regular ways that we receive money. And then we ask that as we know you and affirm for you that you will receive unexpected income, that you then at the end of the month tally it all up and give 10% back to Ahava in gratitude for what you have received above and beyond your expected income. It's a great way to get related to the ways that the infinite universe is showing up in your life. So that's this little card. And to also support us in doing this, you have received a prayer for prosperity and some gratitude affirmations. Place these in a place where you see them regularly. Use your affirmations daily. State your prayer for prosperity daily as we are doing this for you as well. And let us be open to receive. The next thing in your packet here is our Rocktober Bountiful Living Commitment to Give for 2025. So this is the time of year also where our core council, otherwise known as our board of directors, are beginning to look at next year's budget in order to be good stewards of our finances and to plan all that we would love to create and do for Ahava. We take what you say you anticipate giving next year in order to form that budget to see what programs we can grow and develop and what we can continue to do. So mindfully, prayerfully consider what you anticipate being able to give to Ahava in 2025. Fill out this card, mail it back in, drop it in the envelope in the basket. This Sunday or next Sunday, we ask that you try to get these into us by the end of October. And then the first Sunday in November, we will let you know what we have received. And we have set a goal, an intention, because where energy goes, where intention goes, energy flows. So our goal, and now we have some of our youth representatives to come up and show us now. Our goal is $100,000 in pledged income contributions. Our budget's a bit more than that. So let's see where we're at. Come on up as of today and give us a little drum roll or something. The big reveal. Yes. As of today, we've received $52,640 in pledged income towards our goal. Give it up. Give it up. Yes. So help us in color in the rest of our tree over the next 2 weeks by submitting your form. There's also a form online. We send out an email. We'll send it out again. Put it in all the ways. If you have any questions or need any help in getting this information to us, we are here to help you with that. So thank you. Give some love. to our youth representatives today. Awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so we're going to move into our time of conscious giving now, where we get to participate in this flow of circulation. Some of our core council members are going to pass the basket in the room, but you can also give online. And for those of you tuning in online today, know that you can go to our website or text the word give to 859-209-6996. And you can also drop your commitment pledge cards in the basket as well. So let us now affirm together. I invite you to repeat our offering affirmation. Divine love as me.
Divine love as me.
Blesses and multiplies all that I have.
Blesses and multiplies all that I have.
All that I give.
All that I give.
And all that I receive.
And all that I receive.
I joyously contribute to the vision of Ahava.
I joyously contribute to the vision of Ahava.
Knowing it returns to me multiplied abundantly.
Knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly.
And so it is.
So it is.
Yes.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, grateful, I'm so grateful, grateful, I'm so 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 grateful, grateful.
Feel good. It feels good to sing it in harmony, doesn't it? All right, let's take a look at some of our upcoming happenings and announcements. Our book study, as I mentioned, is following service. We will meet in the front classroom, online or in person. Even if you haven't been before, show up. We have some good food for thought today. And we have coming up this Friday our storytelling event. Celebrate what it means to be human, an evening of personal storytelling. So a number of folks in our community and beyond in the Lexington area have been participating in a 5-week journey of cultivating their personal story and getting coached on sharing that story to an audience. So in order for them to complete that, they need an audience. So shall we be here for them on Friday night? Yes, let's do it. Bring a friend. It's also a fundraiser for Ahava, $10 in advance or at the door, and there'll be snacks and good times had by all. So come out, support your community, and have some fun. Our next Ahava 101, which is a way to get to know more about Ahava in general, our beliefs, where we've come from, all the ways you can get plugged in. And this is also, if you choose to become an official member at the end, you'll have the opportunity to do that. So Ahava 101, our new member workshop class, is coming up Sunday, November 24th. So if you're new or newer to Ahava, check that out and hang with me after service on the last Sunday of November. All right. So
I have something.
Yes, and that's happening next Sunday, right?
Okay, so
Youth announcement.
A week from today, we are hosting Trunk or Treat in our parking lot from 3 to 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
But it is also, we're co-sponsoring with the Imperial Court of Kentucky. So even if you don't have children to come trunk or treat, you can bring your dollar bills for a drag show, Halloween themed, that we're hosting in here. And the Imperial Court will be performing, and all the proceeds are going to be going to Ahava. And it's just a really fun time. It was a real blast last year. There are these flyers kind of sitting around in front of the youth room or out in the coffee room. And I just wanted to also say we're always still looking for youth volunteers. And it's just a really great opportunity to get to learn the lessons that we learn in here on a different level. And sometimes it's even a deeper level. It's different. It's different when you're working with the kids. And we have a great group of kids. We have a solid group of volunteers to mentor you if you're interested. It's really just being in there, helping them do this stuff, being an inspiration to them, talking to them about the spiritual lesson. And it's a really cool experience. So if you're interested, please talk to me. Thank you so much.
Yes. Many of you know I started out over 20 years ago or so in ministry as a youth minister. And I always say, those are going to be, if you can talk about spiritual principle by answering questions of a 5-year-old, of a yeah, but why, that is the most, intense level of really integrating this practice. And to be willing to know, like, wow, that's a great question. I don't have all the answers. What do you think, right? Let's see how the youth can lead the way. It's a wonderful opportunity to serve. So, and I know they are also accepting more donations for candy to give out at Trunk or Treat next week, and for snacks, healthy snacks to have with the youth on Sunday morning.
Yes, Kathy Jones already made a generous donation.
Oh, great.
So we don't even need candy
Don't
anymore.
need candy anymore, but snacks
we always
anytime.
can use healthy snacks
On Sundays.
and additional stuff for the kids, or if
Yes.
there's something that you love that you would like to introduce them to. I love international food or real Kentucky local food, whatever. Anything is appreciated. Thanks.
Yes. All right. So a reminder, we have our licensed spiritual practitioners to support you in whatever limiting beliefs may be you're experiencing that you want to transform. Get with Nancy today. She is available for prayer. Fill out a prayer request. Pick up a card and book one of those one-on-one, 1-hour sessions to really go deep and experience a shift in your life. So let us now stand if you're willing and able, and close out service with our benediction, repeating after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
It's this thing called life.
It's this thing called life.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my affairs.
Life is in my affairs.
I accept it. I am it. I share it. Just the way it appears. And just the way it appears and not. Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
Yes. Woo.
All right, you ready, y'all? Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends.
Thanks, everybody. It's in the other room for coffee and such.